So high unemployment, simultaneously not enough workers. But those aren't the only problems we're facing right now. The biggest problem may be in this nation, Barack and Michelle Obama are still oppressed. Yeah, even in Martha's Vineyard. On CBS this morning, Michelle Obama explained that she's just sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Many of us still live in fear as we go to the grocery store or worry about walking our dogs or allowing our children to get a license. I mean, just imagine, you know, you have a son right now. Driving? They're driving, but every time they get in a car by themselves, I worry about what assumption is being made by somebody who doesn't know everything about them. The fact that they are good students and polite girls, but maybe they're playing their music a little loud. Maybe somebody sees the back of their head and makes an assumption. I, like so many parents of black kids, have to, that the innocent act of getting a license puts fear in our hearts.
She's more oppressed even than Meghan Markle is. Will someone liberate the Obamas? We can't elect them again. Time to liberate them. Candace Owens may do that. She's the host of Candace. She joins us tonight. Candace Owens, thanks so much for coming on. So if Michelle and Barack Obama are oppressed, if they live in fear, if this country's so bad that even the Obamas, elected president twice, can't live here, what is, I mean, is there a future? Should we leave?
I don't know, Tucker. I think we have to launch an investigation because I want to know which nanny, which chef, which housekeeper, which chauffeur, which Secret Service agent, which gardener, which landscaper is oppressing Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, and their children. I think we've got to get to the bottom of it at this point. I mean, I looked, and it looks like her net worth is about $70 million. Gayle King's is $40 million. Barack Obama and her combined is $135 million. Let me tell you something. If that's oppression, where can I get me some? I mean, the back of people can look at the back of their head. You mean the Secret Service agents that are constantly around your children? They probably haven't even touched their own door handles in years. And we're supposed to believe that you're oppressed while the rest of the country is actually suffering? Please, Michelle Obama, give some of that oppression to the rest of America because we sure could use it.
Haven't touched their door handles in years. I'm stealing that. Why? I notice a theme here. There are a lot of extremely rich people who are deeply miserable and desperate to have you believe they're victims. What is that?
Yeah,
it's
great. I mean, LeBron James living in Bel Air, he's a victim. Meghan Markle went downgraded from billionaire to multimillionaire. She's a victim. They want you to know that they're all victims. It's because they're trying to distract us. The truth is that they view us as peasants. They're trying to make it seem like, hey, when the peasants turn against us because they're actually robbing all of them, we don't want them to look at us. We want to make them think that we're one of us. They're not one of us. They're nothing like us. They don't live like us. She has nothing that goes on in her life that is similar to the average American, yet she keeps trying to use her skin color and her complexion as a way to make people believe that she's suffering, and she's absolutely not suffering. And everyone should be aware that if you're watching this and you think that LeBron James and Meghan Markle and Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are oppressed, you are a fool. You have been fooled. They are doing just fine.
Just fine. I would say that's true. Candace Owens, so nicely put, as always. Thank you for coming on tonight. Great to see you.
Thank you.
I tell all of y'all people, once I get this matter of outlaw straightened out and I get these Hamite people finally speaking the truth, I'm going to lead a march out there in Honolulu against that $8 million home that Obama has built, and then I'm going to rent a cruise ship, and we're going to cruise up to Martha's Vineyard and lead a march against Obama and denounce him, stand outside of his home with 2,000 or 3,000 Hamite people and denounce Obama as the thief that stole the integrity of all Hamite people under this alleged presidency of the United States of America. I'm going to do that. I'm going to lead a march in Honolulu and in Martha's Vineyard with 2,000 or 3,000 Hamite people mad as hell about what Obama did to them, how he lied to them, and has left them bereft of any integrity. And then the pinch-nosed Negroes as well, going to get them as well. Going to march against MSNBC, and we're going to take our Sharpton down. He ain't coming back this time. And against CNN and Don Lemon and all the rest of them. But until I get that done, I need the rest of y'all who understand the process of what we're trying to accomplish here. I need y'all to help me out. You see me bringing all this truth all the time. And so you need to say, well, let me help the man. I hear him. Let me not be so heartless. And the man's bringing truth. Okay, there are things he says, it's not that I don't like, I just don't understand. I'm not at the level of dissecting and integrating and analytically understanding what he's saying. But the man is a good man. The man is a man of truth. He's up there in Harlem, for crying out loud, crying out like a voice in the wilderness at John the Baptizer. You can call Pastor Manning James Manning the Baptizer, crying out in the wilderness of Harlem, New York City. Righteousness. Let me give him a hand. Let me help him. And let me tell other people to listen to him and not be so quick just because he's against Trump. Hell, everybody knows Trump is a con man. Pastor Man is just telling the truth. Everybody who's with Trump knows he's a con man. They just ain't got nowhere else to go but to the con man. They'd rather go to the con man than to go to Nancy Pelosi. Well, I understand that. You know, it's the choice of the lesser of two evils. I understand that. It's either Joe Biden, my time Biden, and God forbid having to go to Camelback ain't Black Harris. So they still sticking with Trump. Though they know he's a con man. Though they know he's one of the biggest lies that ever walked upright on planet Earth. They know the man is a psychopath. But it's either that or Joe Biden, so I understand. But give Manning some slack for the integrity that he presents and produces, inasmuch as that he speaks the truth about everybody, and nobody gets any shade or covering. It's either true and righteousness or it's wickedness and lies. So help me get the word out. Help me get the word out. And stay tuned for the march we're going to lead as we take a ship up to Martha's Vineyard and protest outside of Obama's home for 3 days. We're going to cook hot dogs and hamburgers. And then we're going to go to Honolulu and protest that $8 million home when he goes out there. I'm James Evan Manning, everybody. I'm the Lord's servant. Listen, men and women of goodwill. Please hear me. Black Lives Matter must be defeated. The concept, their position of power at present, must be destroyed. Black Lives Matter must be destroyed.
The Lord has sent his holy word to free you from the chains of all the lies, the false leaders that you hold high. They've placed illusions right before your eyes. Stop placing blame on everyone. Look in the mirror and confess it's you. They make you think that you have won, but yet your children suffer through and through, tearing down young minds. Confusion of faces. Oh my Lord, confusion of faces. Confusion of faces.
Satanic movement moving across the good heart of America called Black Lives Matter is a monster, and it must be stopped.